read about the three species that qualify to be a korban. Shor Kesef Eis. So the Midrash, the Yalkut cites a pasuk from Koheles, Elokim Yivakish Nirdof, that Elokim, he favors the Nirdof, the pursued one. And it gives examples who throughout history, who were the pursued. And because they were pursued, they found favor in the eyes of Hashem. But first the Midrash says, the ox is pursued by the lion, the sheep is pursued by the wolf, and the goat is pursued by the weasel. And because they're pursued species, Hashem favors them. They are the choicest species to be brought as korbanos. And it gives examples. The Gemara tells us in Sanhedrin that at the time of the Mabul, the great flood, there were many tzaddikim besides Noach. But because there was midas hadin, the attribute of justice was in place, you couldn't be perfect enough to survive the Mabul, the great flood. So why did Noach survive? So the Midrash says, because Noach motza chen b'nei Hashem. That's the reason why he survived. But the question is, why did he find special favor in the eyes of Hashem? And what is the value? And therefore the Midrash says, since Elokim Yivakish Nirdov, Hashem favors the pursued rather than the pursuer, you should be from the pursued, you should not be a pursuer. It's better to be a pursued than a pursuer. Because if you're a pursued, Elokim Yivakish Nirdov, Hashem favors you as a pursued. So the Midrash explains, where do we find Noach was a Nirdov? When he built the Teva, when he built the ark, and he said to the people that you realize if you don't change your behavior, Hashem will destroy the world. There's going to be a great flood and destroy the world. So they would say to him, not on us, but on you and your family. And they ridiculed him, they mocked him, and disgraced him. But Noach, for 120 years, he didn't change his message. So because he was pursued, therefore he survived the great flood. That's although he failed, as it says that the Navi says that the waters of the Mabul are called Mei Noach, because he failed. Although he failed, but the reason why he survived was because he was willing to be the Nirdov. He did the Dvar Hashem to be the Nirdov rather than to be the pursuer. So sometimes a person is in a situation where he's pursued, but he's being pursued, and factually you see it as something very negative. Of course, you should try to extricate yourself from that situation, but the value of being pursued has phenomenal value because you find special favor in God's eyes when you're in a pursued state. You merit a special siyata d'shmaya, there's a special favor. Another example of a person pursued was Moshe Rabbeinu. After he killed the Egyptian, he was pursued by Paro. And because he was pursued by Paro, he was a Nirdov. And when Moshe Rabbeinu supplicated Hashem for Klal Yisrael after they sinned with the Chet Egel, it says, Posuk in Tehillim, why did Hashem accept his tefillah, his supplication? Because he's Moshe Bechiro, because he was the chosen of God. And why was he the chosen of God? Because he was a Nirdav, because he was pursued by Paro. So it comes out something phenomenal. So why was there a Klal? Why is there a Klal Yisrael? Because of Moshe's tefillah. If he wouldn't have intervened, Hashem says, allow me to destroy them. So he took that as what? As an indicator that he can make the difference. If he intercedes, they will not be destroyed. But why was his tefillah so powerful? Why did he have such value? Why was he Bechiro? Because he was pursued. So we see over here when a person is in a situation, even if you're in a pursuit situation, although it's something very unpleasant, you have no where to turn, only to Hashem, but factually being in that situation raises you to a level that you become God's choice person.